All right, we're in Wanaka right now. After Avalanche Peak hike, we went on another hike that was called Roberts Point. We actually encountered kind of an accident. It was a German kid. He slipped and he landed on the floor and he started having a seizure. A bunch of us helped. None of us were locals. For some reason, my phone had one bar and I managed to call emergency hotline. He was helped by a helicopter. We kept going. We went to the peak. We saw this beautiful glacier. If you're in New Zealand and you're going on a hike, I would still recommend you to have the equipment for hiking. I've been journaling and doing very simple sketches. Journal, that's the size of a passport. All you need is this and a pen. Now we are currently in another holiday park, basically halfway from Mount Cook to Christchurch. It's really big, it's well maintained. If you're having a self-contained lodge or a king studio or a queen studio, it's basically a 5-star hotel experience, but with the 3-star price. So after Wanaka, a track that we went on, which is Diamond Lake and Rocky Mountain track, it's a very short track. You can hike it easily with sneakers, with sports shoes. Go up there, you will be able to see the whole Wanaka area and take pretty cool pictures. After that, Knight's Point Lookout, which is on the west side of the South Island. We also went a little deeper into Mount Cook. That place you definitely need to go. You have to go see and you have to take one of the tracks because the scenery, I would say, is the best throughout our whole road trip. We went through 3 spots, the shooting locations of Lord of the Rings, Lothlorien, which is the forest where the elves dwell, and it's a moss-covered forest. Along the road, Dan's paddock. In the movie is where Gandalf reached Isengard. And then if you go a little bit further, you can go to Lothlorien's End. We went to Hast. It's a seashore that is pretty nice to walk down. We picked a lot of pebbles. There is also a wetland or a bog that you can walk into. We kept driving to Mount Aspiring National Park, and then we reached Wanaka from there. Wanaka is a really nice town to walk in. It's a huge lake where you can actually swim in if you are daring. But the lake waters, no matter where you go, no matter which lake you are, the lake water is crystal clear. You will be able to see everything, all the pebbles at the bottom, at the lake bed. Every place is about 2 to 3 hours drive apart, but you'll be able to see so many different ecosystems. After that, we went to Queenstown, which is probably one of the most commercial destinations of our whole trip. Lots of bars that actually don't close until late. Lots of artists. A little bit too commercial for me, but it was still fun. We managed to book a place in Hilton along the lake, and you can actually get a really nice loop of a walking trail. I think it was about 3 hours a return trip, but it was really easy all the way around. It's very scenic everywhere you go. While you're in Queenstown, I would definitely recommend taking a helicopter ride. You'll be able to see the panoramic view of the whole terrain, the town. They will land you on a snow-capped mountain as well. This was actually the first time I've ever seen snow, so I had a great time. You probably have about 15 minutes just to explore the mountaintop and take pictures. Another thing that we went to, definitely recommend Milford Sound. That's part of the Fiordland National Park. I saw probably one of the best forests while hiking in the Fiordland National Park. So fjords are basically mountains that are cut by ocean water, and they are individual islands with a very narrow pathway between them. Definitely recommend taking the Fiordland cruise. You will see all different kinds of waterfalls, wildlife. Definitely feel like fairyland. We went to this Silver Beach forest. Man, that place is mystical. I just automatically went quiet because you feel like this is the place where the forest spirits will dwell. And it just feels so ancient. Lake Te Anau, very close to the Fiordland National Park. We did a bike ride, very scenic, very beautiful. You're not going to be able to see a lot of wildlife, which is surprising given the natural beauty everywhere we go. This holiday park, it has a pond and it has a lot of ducks, and I had a great time feeding them. Speaking of forests, another forest actually reminds me much more of Loring Forest than the one we actually went to. Cathedral Cave only opened after 12. It is called Cathedral Cave because when you walk inside the cave and you're looking out into the ocean, it kind of feels like a holy space. We went to Nugget Point, which is a lighthouse at the end of the coast. And it's a very leisure walk. You'll be able to see sea lions. We saw some sea lions, actually 4 of them with a baby sea lion down at Nugget Point. As I said before, Mount Cook, you definitely need to go. Most likely, if you don't book months in advance, probably you won't be able to live there, but that's fine. Definitely drive by, definitely spend a day there. Right beside Mount Cook, there's another lower closer to the road mountain that has beautiful glacier. With Mount Cook, the highest mountain in New Zealand, as the backdrop, we came back to where we started, driving today back to Christchurch and staying in the first hotel that we came in and stayed. New Zealand trip is probably one of the most beautiful places that I have ever been to. I would not hesitate to come back again once I had the chance. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and follow me. And remember, you can always go to one of my platforms under the same name or become the member of one of my platforms to get exclusive English content from me. I'll see you guys next time in 闪颖Blinglish 小颖课堂. Bye.
It's already recording. First time seeing snow. It's not really that cold up here, actually. This is cold.
Yeah,
this is awesome. Woohoo!